Good morning everybody. In the last video, I have just explained you about the matter in our surrounding. Topics are the intermolecular distance or space, intermolecular force of attraction, diffusion and properties of solid. Today I am going to just start with the properties of the liquid. So the very first property is that they do not have fixed shape but have a different volume. Suppose I'll just tell you example. Suppose if I'm having a bottle, this bottle contains 1 liter of water and the volume is 1 liter and the shape, you understand that this is a bottle shape. If I'm going to pour this water into this glass, it will take the shape of the glass, but the water will be same only the 1 liter. So by this example, I can tell you that the liquid do not have their fixed shape but have their different volume. Now liquid generally are incompressible. Suppose one example I'm telling you, suppose this is a disposable syringe and that I've just put some liquid in that one. If I'm going to just compress it, I'm not able to compress it. It means that the liquid are generally incompressible in nature. Now liquid can flow. If you are going to pour liquid anywhere, you will see that the liquid are going to flow anywhere in which side it is downward. Now they have less density than solid. Now as you know that in the case of the liquid, the molecules are far away from each other. So if the molecules are far away, their density is less. Now intermolecular space is more than the solid. In the case of the liquid, you know that the molecules are far away, therefore intermolecular space is more than compared to the solid. Now intermolecular force of attraction is less than the solid. This I already explained you in the last video that if the molecules will move far away from each other, their intermolecular force of attraction will reduce. Now it shows the properties of diffusion but not always. It means what do you mean by diffusion, that I explained in the last video. Now when you are going to just keep the two liquid together, they are going to just mix away, but it do not happen always. Suppose if you are going to take water and a milk and you are going to just put water in the milk, they are going to mix properly. But if you are going to take water and pour some oil in that one, you will see that oil will just float above the water. It means that they are not going to mix properly. So liquid show the property of diffusion but not always. Now properties of gas, they do not have the definite shape and volume. They do not have definite shape and volume. And second is the gases are highly compressible. These both points I can explain you with the same example, the syringe one. Suppose the same syringe I am taking and now inside that you will see that water is not there. Inside that now it is air only. Now if I am going to just press its nozzle and if I am going to just compress it, you will see that I am easily able to compress it. Now if I am able to compress it, you can just determine the few things, that its shape and size is going to be changed. Inside one, the shape and size of the air is going to change. Now it is also able to it is also compressible. So we can say that they do not have the definite shape and volume, and the gases are highly compressible. Now they can flow easily. You know that air is just flowing, so it can flow easily. They have high density. As you know, the molecules are very far away from each other, therefore density is very much high. Intermolecular space is maximum. As we know that in the gases, the molecules are very far away from each other, therefore the intermolecular space is maximum. And in the same, if the intermolecular space is maximum, the molecules are far away, therefore intermolecular force of attraction will be what? Least. So see here, intermolecular force of attraction is least. Now gases show the property of diffusion. As you know that air is a mixture of the gases, and in that so many different kind of gases are mixed. So we can say that gases show the diffusion in the large scale. Okay, the next topic is the factors on which the state of matter depend. Means how the different state of matter are going to be related with each other. Before making you understand this topic, you should understand some basic concept of that one. The topic is that kinetic energy of the molecule in different state of matter. Here word the kinetic that you will study in the physics also in the chapter. But now you should know that the word kinetic means motion. If the two objects are there, suppose if you are having the two balls, one you have thrown with the less velocity and one you have thrown with the high velocity, so the ball whichever you have thrown with the high velocity will have the more kinetic energy. मतलब सिंपल सी बात है, जो चीजें फास्ट घूम रही है, जो तेजी से चल रही है, उससे काइनेटिक एनर्जी ज्यादा होगा, जो चीजें धीरे धीरे चल रही है उससे काइनेटिक एनर्जी कम होगा. Now at normal room temperature, the molecules of the solid, liquid and gases as like this only. In the solid, the molecules are very close to each other. Liquid, they are far away from each other, and the gases they are very, very far away from each other. Now we know that room temperature is 25 degrees Celsius. Actually, temperature is a kind of a heat, and heat is a form of energy. So due to that energy, they wanted to move. So you see that in the case of the solid, the molecules are very close to each other. They are unable to move. But in the liquid, they have some spaces. So by the help of that energy, they are able to move. And in the gases, they are having more space, so they can move more fast. So among these three, we can say solid do not show the kinetic energy. Why? Because the molecules are very close to each other and they do not have the space. But the liquid and the gases show the kinetic energy. But among the both, the gases will have the more kinetic energy than the liquid. Why? Because in the gases, there are more spaces. Now, factors on which the state of matter depend. The very first factor is the temperature. First, you will understand this diagram. Then I will just make you what actually happens here. Solid, here a triangle simply means heat, and plus means the providing heat, and negative means you are just removing the heat. Now see here, if you are going to provide heat to the solid, they will convert to the liquid. Again, providing the heat, they will convert to the gases. And if you are going to remove the heat from the gases, they will convert to liquid. And when you are going to remove the heat from liquid, they will convert to solid. Very simple it is. Now, actually, the one example also written, ice, that if you are going to heat, they convert it to the water, and again giving heat, they are converted